Okay, do it, narrator.
Okay, welcome game developers to Doug Teaches Unreal Engine 5. Yes.
Happy New Year, everybody. Now that the 2-week break of doom is done, let's get this quick tutorial out of the way. We want to do volume. Why? Because we want to make some water. To do that, we need physics volumes. Well, I'll do post-process as well.
Actually, including that?
Yeah. So, a couple of things that you want to know. First of all, if you just want straight water, tick that little box. Friction, fluid friction, that'll explain in a little bit. But essentially, fluid friction, I think it's like the higher the number, the more friction you got. Terminal velocity, that's if you're falling. So, anyway, one of the things you want to do, scroll down, let me scroll down. If you don't want this to be a box, you don't necessarily have to. You got everything from, the
fuck is that?
It's a curved staircase. Ow. And like I said, you have a good amount of options. Anyway, I'm just gonna go back to cube. Scale this out. And then, did I take the water box?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I am just going to go to my blueprints. Okay, good. I'm repossessing the first-person character. So now,
What? Oh, yeah, you're in the water.
yes, essentially.
Is there any way to know when we're in the volume?
Yeah, that's when we use a post-process.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you'd have, like, for instance, if you have water, you'd have, like, a static mesh with a water material on it. And while you're in the physical volume, you want to use a post-process volume. Jesus fucking Christ.
Is it the same way? Is it linked to boxes?
No, you can use, like before, you have,
Okay, you have options.
yeah. So I'll just upgrade the X, upgrade the Y, and upgrade the Z.
Why is it bigger?
Because fuck it. So, like other post-process, like I did back in my Cyberpunk tutorial thing where I cloned the quick hack system. You have a lot of options here. So I just gotta fuck with something. Nah.
What do you gotta fuck with?
I don't know. I have no idea yet. Alright, fine, tint. Let's make the tint. Let's use that color.
Can we see the effect?
We still need... just gotta play around with these. Nothing really major.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the hell? What's that?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, you just have to play around with this shit.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like I said, play around with this shit. That's what post-process volumes basically do that.
Anything else you wanna fuck with?
I mean, like... fine, let's tick these boxes. Come on. Fine, pick a random color. Okay, that's done. What about you? Oh, yeah.
What, you can't double click?
Yeah, it's stupid.
No, that's... Whoa.
Yeah. That. And that's for...
What the... Dude.
What?
Is it me or are the colors being overwritten?
Well, of course they are. So if I do that, like, I'd have to untick that. Because, like, these override one another. Or, like, you can... That's not necessarily true. They don't override one another. They essentially... The stronger the color, that's what's going to win out. So you got to find some balance between these, between the global bits.
Is there any way you can explain, like, what all of this actually does?
Honestly, it would take way too much time. Essentially, you'd have to play because all of this is part of the color grading. You can't like I'll go close. Because with color gradient, that's essentially what I've been fucking with the exception, film. Like the film just does all that. That's just
What's the film do?
it's like a camera effect.
Ah,
So it's best that you basically just experiment because there's nothing real. Like, I mean, maybe with reflection, but that still would take too much time. It's better for you to just like fuck around with it on your own because like it's that's all it is to it, really.
what the hell?
Because it's also based on distance. If I'm like sort of in there,
Oh,
if I go in,
oh,
yeah.
oh, sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, is there any way you can like have this per level, like just this kind of post-process effect?
Well, if you want, we go. What's the character? Control B. Double click. Where's the camera? There you are. So you basically do it here.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, it's like I said. This is essentially what I did for Cyberpunk. You fuck with the lens and shit. You have to understand. Just because you have access to this post-process volume doesn't mean the player camera doesn't have it as well. You can actually have those kinds of effects in for your player camera in the camera's blueprint in and of itself. You don't necessarily need a post-process volume.
Can you activate it willy-nilly?
Again, it's the same thing that I did with the quick hack system for Cyberpunk 2077 when I cloned it.
All right, because you copied. You had a second camera.
Yeah, second camera linked second camera on the player, and then it would just deactivate and activate. So there you have it. I mean, there's nothing really special to do with this.
Yeah, that it. So what? No more Unreal Engine 5 tutorial? Are you gonna go to the?
I'll do because the RPG tutorial is gonna pretty much come out soon. I'll have lesson 1 free, but next week is Rail Shooter coming back.
Oh, right, because you're doing the Unreal 5 version of the Rail Shooter.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if that's the case, tune in next time, game developers, to Doug Teaches UE5. Yes.